Hello everyone, welcome to Pratibha Tech. In this video, we will solve the problem of the day question on Geeks for Geeks for 13th March 2023. The problem statement for today is maximum possible value. This problem is based on mathematical operations and algorithms, and this has been asked in a sprinkler interview. Let's now open this problem. Let's try to understand the given statement first. Here it is said, given two arrays A and B of length n, there are n types of sticks of length specified. Each stick of length A of I is present in B of I units. You have to construct the squares and rectangle using these sticks. Each unit of a stick can be used as length or breadth of a rectangle or as a side of a square. A single unit of a stick can be used only once. Let S be the sum of length of all sticks that are used in constructing squares and rectangles. The task is to calculate the maximum possible values of S. So here it is simply said that we will be given with two arrays where the number of sticks is given in array B and the length of each sticks in B that is given in array A. That means here if you can see this example, this array A and array B. So here in B array the first index value is 2, whereas in array the first index value is 3. So this means that there are two sticks of length 3. Similarly for the other values as well. That here for 3 it is there are 3 sticks of length 4. So the count of sticks that is given in array B, and that means the length of each of those sticks is given in A. So here we have to construct a rectangle and squares or whatever possible, and we have to use you have to use all these sticks, and we have to find the maximum length possible, maximum possible value that could be there when we construct the squares and rectangles, and we have to return the maximum possible value, the sum of all the lengths of sticks that are used in squares and rectangle, and we have to return the maximum value of S. So I hope this point is clear. So here the approach that will be used in this one is to use the minimum length of the sticks to make squares and rectangles first initially, since they would be of least use otherwise. Then use the remaining sticks to make squares and rectangles starting from the largest sticks. Since the minimum length sticks can be used only in pairs to form a rectangle and a square, we will divide the count of the sticks by 2 to calculate the maximum number of rectangles or squares that can be made using the current stick. It then multiplies the maximum count by 2 and by the length of the sticks to get the total length of the sticks used in the squares and rectangle with the current stick. The program will keep track of the total count of sticks used in the squares and rectangle and minimum length of all the sticks. If the total count of sticks used in the squares and rectangle is odd, then we will remove the length of 2 sticks with the minimum length from the total length of all the sticks used in the squares and rectangles, since they cannot be used to form a square or a rectangle. Finally, we will try to return the maximum length of all the sticks used in the squares and rectangle. So here the last part which I explained in this approach, so that we need to understand it clearly, that if the total count of sticks used in the squares is odd, it means we have odd number of sticks that have been used to create squares and rectangles. However, in order to form a rectangle and squares, we need even number of sticks. So we need to remove 2 sticks so that we can form squares and rectangle using the remaining sticks. So now we want to remove the minimum amount of the length possible from the total length of the sticks used in the squares and rectangle, because it is said we have to return the maximum possible value. Therefore, we remove the 2 sticks with the minimum length, as their removal will have least impact on the total length. This is because we are only removing 2 sticks and not changing any other sticks that have been used to form squares and rectangles. So we remove two sticks with the minimum length sorry, from the total length of the sticks used in the squares and rectangle, so that we can form squares and rectangle using the remaining sticks. I hope the approach is clear, and the reason that why we have to remove the minimum one. So let's start coding for it. Just to save time, I have already prepared a solution. Let me copy it. In the solution, I have given comment in each line like previous solutions, so that even this program becomes self-explanatory. So here we can see what we are doing. We are initializing in this method. I'll explain from the beginning. Here the given program aims to find the maximum possible value of the sum of the length of all sticks used in constructing squares and rectangles. The inputs consist of three parameters, that is integer n representing the number of sticks, an array A of length n representing the lengths of sticks, and array B of length n representing the count of sticks. Then we are initializing min-len to store the minimum length of all sticks, a variable total-len to store the total length of all sticks used in the squares and rectangle, and a variable total count to store the total count of sticks used in the squares and rectangle. Then we are looping through this for loop for each stick. For each stick, if the count of the stick is greater than 1, we are having this check, because if it is 1 or less than 1, so with one stick we cannot form either a side, either a rectangle or a square. So that's why we are checking that if the value is minimum criteria, that value should be greater than 1. If it is even 2, then it can definitely be a part of rectangle. If it is not the part of square, then definitely a part of rectangle. So that's why we are checking that if the count of the stick is greater than 1, then calculate the maximum number of squares and rectangle that can be made with the current stick, which is bi by 2, b of I by 2. Then calculate the total length of all the sticks used in the squares and the rectangle with the current stick, which is max count into 2 into a of I. Then we are incrementing the total count used in the squares and rectangle with the current stick, which is max count, this one. If the current stick is less than the minimum length, then what we are doing, we are updating the minimum length to the current stick length. Then we are checking if the total length used in this, if the total count of sticks used in the square in forming squares or rectangle is odd, then we are removing the length of the two sticks with the minimum length from the total length of all the sticks used in squares and rectangle. The reason I have explained earlier. Then we are finally returning the total length of all the sticks used in squares and rectangle. See, we are doing in this part, if you look at this, then we are dividing it by 2, because in each side, that means each number of sticks, we have to use it in pairs. So if we got the b of I value as 2, so that means, and we divided by 1, so we can say that these two sticks can be used to form only one rectangle. That's why this has been divided by 2. And if we are getting some odd values in length, so we cannot take the odd one. That means if we are something having 3, so in this example, so out of these 3, we can use only 2 variables. Out of these 3, we can use only 2 sticks to form a rectangle. I hope this is clear, because using the third one, it cannot be a part of either a square or a rectangle. Minimum a pair is required. So even that was explained in this example, where it used for forming a square can be formed using 4 sticks of fourth kind, that means 5 and out of these 6, we took 4 sticks to form squares of length 5, and a rectangle can be used using 2 sticks of fourth kind. Out of these 6, 4 were used for a square, then 2 will be used for rectangle. So we are using this 2 into 5, then we are using 2 from this one. because if you consider this six length 6 1, then only one stick is there. So with one stick we cannot form we cannot form either a square or a rectangle. So that's why we have to go to this one where the length was 4 and the count was 3, but out of these 3 we took only 2. So we got here 20 plus 18, so that is 38. So same approach I have used here as well. So let me try compiling this code. So here we can see we have got our output correct. Let's try submitting the solution. So here we can see that it has passed all the test cases and this problem has been solved successfully. Now talking about the time complexity of the solution which I have just written, it is big O of n, where n is the length of the array A and B. The solution involves looping through all the sticks in the array and performing constant time operations within the loop. Therefore, the overall complexity of the solution is the linear in the size of the input. I hope this is clear. So yeah, so that's all in this video. I'll provide the link for this question in the description box. Please do check that. Now please like, comment and share the video, and please subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.